Okay, on set. Good evening. In this tutorial, I'm going to be talking of this item here. It was in Wakissha Joint Mock Examination 2024 ICT Paper 2, and it was item 2. This one here. Now in this item, it was the second item of that paper, and it was about an online platform. So that is a website, and this was the scenario. Hotel TiCkLE is a modern, luxurious 4-star hotel located in the city center. The hotel has a restaurant and bar, swimming pool, free high-speed internet, luxury guest rooms, airport pickup, drop service, to mention but a few. The managers of this hotel wish to embark on ICT usage to fully interact and attract more customers to their hotel, as well as getting feedback from the customers. They also intend to provide an active form for these customers who would wish to book services in this hotel. And the task is develop an online platform that will address the concerns of the managers. Now in this item, the scenario is to do with Hotel TiCkLE, a hotel, and the managers would like to develop an online platform that will address the concerns of the other stakeholders or the other customers in the hotel. And if the managers and other administrators in the hotel want to design an online platform like what was written in the task, it simply means that the hotel was supposed to have a website designed for it. Now, before I even go to the software that can design a website, or to the languages that can design a website, in the scenario, there's some information that is to do with a hotel, and there's information that should be put in the website. Now, not only this information, a learner is also supposed to generate their own information to do with the hotel. We shall see that in the simple website I've designed on this computer already. Now there is this the word in bold. It is active form. That they intend to provide an active form for those customers who would wish to book services in the hotel. That the website should have an active form for the customers who would wish to book their services. So you should keep that in mind, that your website should have forms. Now, not only your website having forms, a website is supposed to have a lot of features, even if they have not been mentioned in the scenario or in the task. But if they mention something, of course, it should have an active form and then other features. The active form could come first. Now, this was the question, and on my computer, before I even go to the websites, were provided with some support files. We only got 12 images for the website to be developed, nothing else. So we're supposed to just put these images in our website to just make it more attractive and to connect it to the scenario, because these images relate to the hotel. Okay, so I'm going to attach. I've attached these images on my video in my description, so you can click there in the description below the video to access the images. And I've also attached all these 4 pages all the 5 pages rather, in my description under the video. So starting from this video, my videos are going to have descriptions about the documents I'm trying to format, just like this one. If you need anything, it could be a website, it could be a code of the website I will open, So just type in the description and you will get it. Now I'll start with the first page I designed to do with the hotel. It was the welcome page. So let me right click at it, and then I open it with, I preferably want to open it with Chrome, and then I see what's under that welcome page. Remember, it's a hotel and it's called TiCkLE, and at least for website you should have various pages explaining what your website is all about. Remember, a website is a collection of web pages on the internet. So there's no way a learner can do a website and it's only one page, because some learners could look at this question and they think that they're only supposed to design one website and it's having an active form. Now that is not right, because you would have narrowed down your huge answer you may have. It's one of the reasons as why these questions don't even have scores, because we want learners to make it an open discussion, an open interrogation, an open approach to get more responses to whichever item they're doing, even this item I'm trying to discuss here. Now that's why marks are not indicated, so that a learner can design at least web pages that can make sense towards the response. Now this was the first page I designed according to TiCkLE. Now if you've looked at the images I've opened previously in this video, I think some minute back, the images had this one, and I picked this one as the first image in the welcome page. TiCkLE website welcome page, then an image, and the links below. Now this is so important. It is so important whenever you're running your websites. It is so important. That's why you should have your links, and they're running in whichever page that you have. And I assure you, all these links are just working because of course you always want to navigate through all your pages. The links will help you do that. So here I typed use the links below to navigate all TiCkLE pages, then I put my 5 links there. And then here I added some few information like TiCkLE Hotel is a place like home. We are a modern luxurious 4-star hotel located in the city center. We have a restaurant and bar, swimming pool, free high-speed internet and luxury rooms, airport pickup, drop services, etc. Yes, and under here I put a MAQ. Feel free to navigate our website. Now this was the first website, the first web page rather, and I designed it like such. Now when I was designing this website, I was just coding them from scratch. The coded information is always going to be in the is also going to be in the description. Let me open it with Notepad so that you can view the code. Now this is the code that designed this welcome page. This welcome page was designed by that code. Now some of the learners who are trying to code down some information, you're trying to study HTML, you're trying to write a language to design a website, you could move along with me here. Yes, it will really work for you. Now this is the code. I've been here for some seconds. It means you can even take a picture of this, then you can also try it on your own in your free time. That was the code that designed the welcome page or the home page. Remember, every website should at least have a home page, just like that one. Okay, I head to the second page. If I click at the second page, it was TiCkLE form. It was the second page. Remember, in the question here, at least managers want an active form where customers can interact with the stakeholders of the hotel. So in my second page, I brought that up, this one here. If I click at TiCkLE form, this was my form where managers can at least interact with the customers in their website. Now, this is the form that could be designed something like this. Remember, I said it is an open question. I'm not saying that anyone who's designing a form, the form should really be looking like this, but at least this could be a good idea to a form of a learner. A form could be looking like this. Remember, a form could have these boxes where someone types, for example, TiCkLE Hotel, the image. Remember, you had your images. You should put images on your website to make it, meaningful and attractive, to portray what you're trying to talk about. Fill in the form below correctly with authenticity. For example, name, reasons. Now this is a drop down. All these codes are taught to learners. Someone can drop down and select their reason for booking, for example, swimming pool. And then someone can drop down again here to select the section. Maybe I'm in section 2 of the hotel. You can enter a phone number here. You can enter a region they're coming from. Before you submit, confirm the typed information in the forms above. Now, even here, this is important to the form. At the end of the form, you should have a submit button and a reset button at the end of your form. I'll display the code that did this very important web page. Then I repeated these links. I made sure that I put links in all the pages. I made sure that I put links in all the 5 pages of the website. I just copied the code from page 1 to page 2. That's why the links are all looking the same. So if you look at this page, it's even the main reason as why you're designing a website. It is a page having active forms, interaction forms. It's the main reason you're designing a website. But you cannot only design this form in your website. It will not make sense. You can't have a website that's only having a form without a home page, without some other interactive pages. Okay? So here, it could have been wanted mainly, but of course, I said it is an open question. There are no scores indicated. So your website should have at least over 3 interactive pages. Now that was the form, and this is the code that designed the forms page. Like I said, all these codes, all the information you're seeing is going to be attached in my description. So there could be no way you could be inboxing me for the code or for the images. You just click into the descriptions and you get everything there. Now this is the code that designed the form. This form here was designed by this code. For example, option, these codes of drop down, option value, these ones here, they are drop downs. Of course, the drop downs, they designed this. It's a drop down list, etc. If you're doing some HTML, if you have some knowledge about HTML, well, you could have a very good idea to that. Okay, now back to my website. There is guest rooms and pool as the third page. Guest rooms and pool. If I click at guest rooms and pool, this page pops up. Now at guest rooms and pool, I at least put some information that TiCkLE offers glamorous guest rooms to our customers at affordable prices. Check out the prices, the information below. The prices have rooms coupled with pool prices. View some of the images below to match your expectations. Some images and then some tables, of course, that are having prices and some nice colors here. that are really looking nice. Wow, I think this is gold. Okay, now back to the question here. You see, no one is asking you to design a table in your website. No one is asking you to put all those colors in the website. And again, no one is asking you to put the links that are all over your website that are really working. It gets back to a learner's creativity, learner's ideas to come up with a very good website. Because a learner is taught web design. That is for term 1. A learner is taught web design, and they are taught a lot of codes. For example, the table codes, the form codes, the link codes, the image codes, the color codes, you see, the MAQ codes, etc., all those codes. They're taught to a learner for an entire term. So a learner is supposed to come up with their website. Now this is the website that is called Guest Rooms and Pool, and its code is right here. The code for guest rooms and pool is right here. This is the code that designed guest room and pool. It's right there. These ones are the image codes, the table codes, etc. But like I said, you can take a picture of this, then you also try it out, or you can just tap into the description. You'll get the different pages, and of course all this information is going to be in the video description. There's no need to worry about that. Okay, let me close this. TiCkLE. Okay, back to this. I was at the third, then the fourth. The fourth was talking about restaurant and bar. Remember, the hotel has a lot of anyway, let me open it from the link. There is restaurant and bar. If I click at restaurant and bar, I just added some information and some images to do with the restaurant and bar. Like there's some types of foods here. They are chefs to really portray that the page is about restaurant and bar. So that's why I'm putting chefs and some food stuffs here. There is no one going to put cars as an example in this page, because this page is about restaurants and bar. So I tried to fit the information in the center, and I added my very links to it. So this page of restaurant and bar was designed by this code here. Like I said, you take a picture of this, or you tap into the description and look at the various pages I've posted there in a folder called TiCkLE Hotel. That folder has the images that acted as the support folders, and it's having the pages I designed plus the codes. Of course, how to open a code: you right click at the page, then you click at open with, you select a text editor, preferably you select Notepad. This is it. And the very last website, the very last web page rather, it was feedback page. If I click at my link of feedback page, it is pushing me to the feedback page that at least someone can design to create feedback from this person who has been navigating through your website. Remember, I started from the welcome page. Of course, I went to the TiCkLE form, all our pages in the website. I went to guest rooms, I went to restaurant and bar, and now I'm at feedback page. Now your feedback page is going to create that awareness or that information from this person who is moving through your pages. Maybe they've moved from the welcome page, TiCkLE form, etc, and they're just typing some feedback here. For example, how did you find our website? Here, how did you find our website? Full stop. Here, advise us on what we can add into the online platform for the best experience. typeset in the provision below. There's a mistake here. Provision below, and please don't exceed 100 characters. What's your say about TiCkLE Hotel? Anyway, someone can type something like it's a nice website. It's a nice website, though we should have more up to date images. Okay, someone can type the information there, provided they don't exceed 100 characters. Now this is the last page of the website that I just designed, that was to do with TiCkLE Hotel. Now, remember in the exam, for example, this exam here, this is item 2 and this was item 1. In this exam here, it is 2 hours and 30 minutes. So the 30 minutes are for the other activities of printing and burning, but the 2 hours are for the 2 items. So one item is going to take 1 hour. If you're doing the second item, it means you're going to use 1 hour. And I always get some questions like, can I code the entire stuff within 1 hour? Can I code this page, then I code this page, then I code this one, then this one, then this one, within 1 hour? And my response is this. Of course, a few people can code these pages within 1 hour, but what do we do to design a very good website within the 1 hour? Now you could decide to design at least 3 pages instead of 5 pages I'm having here. You could decide to design 3 pages, but they're having almost every feature a website can have, every feature that you've been taught in web design. For example, if you look at my website here, it's having a lot of features. For example, the image here, there's the MAQ that is moving along, there are the forms, drop downs, etc. You see, I'm trying to put a lot of features in all the pages. Here there are tables, there are colors, then here there's a description box, etc. So I'm trying to put a lot of features in my website. The response is you may not necessarily have 5 pages, but the issue is you should have at least many features in your website, even if you have 3 pages or 4 pages. But you should keep it in mind that you need to have a lot of features in your website you're designing. Now, that was my approach to the paper that was done in Wakissha, number 2, item 2, web design. Now it was an online platform, and in some items an offline platform can be required. If something is offline, a learner can use Publisher to design something that really looks nice offline. But if something is online, then it is a website being asked. And that was my response. Thanks for the feedback, thanks for the views, thanks for everything that you're positively doing for the channel to really move on. Or a nice time.